Good afternoon, students. Now let's take chapter 5, lines and angles. I have given you here some definitions, children. Today I am going to take theory on these lines and angles. Some definitions I will give you. When I tell these definitions, you will be able to do the problems also. So today let's see the theory class. Actually, what do you mean by lines and angles? Lines are there plus angles. Now here I have given you notes. You can go through. There are different types of lines that you use in your daily life. So now I have given you some definitions. You can see. Line. Actually, what do you mean by line? A line has no beginning and no end. You can stretch the line infinitely in both directions. See now here no points here. How much you want, you can drag that line. So I have kept here A and B I have taken. So this is a simple line. Next one you see line segment. What is the meaning of line segment? Line segment has beginning and end. So here you see started with one point and ended with one more point. So this is line segment. So what is the ray? Ray has a starting point but no end point. This ray is having only starting point but no end point. You see here also I have given starting point but no end point. It is continuing. So this is called as ray. Now let's see angle. Actually what do you mean by angle? An angle is made with two rays having same starting point. The starting point is called vertex. Rays are called sides of an angle. See here I have given you an angle. Here I have taken angle. Let's take A, B, C. This is called as angle. So these sides are called angle and the starting point is called here as vertex. So here we have angle A, B, C. Now let's see related angles. Actually what are related angles? And angles are the union of two rays with the same end point, which is having same end point. Now in this we have four types of angles. One is complementary angle, supplementary angles, adjacent angles, vertical angles. Now let's see these four angles in detail. What do you mean by complementary angles? When the sum of measures of two angles is 90 degrees, the angles are called complementary angles. When you mix two angles, it should be 90 degrees. Then it is called as complementary angles. Here you see I have given you example. In first angle I have taken as 30 degree. Second angle I have taken as 60 degree. When you have the sum of both, you should get 90 degrees. 30 plus 60 how much? 90 degrees. So this is complementary angles. Whenever two angles are complementary, each angle is said to be the complement of the other. So this will be complement to each other. This will be complement to other. So that is complementary angle. Now let us see supplementary angles. When the sum of the measure of two angles is 180 degree, the angles are called supplementary angles. Complementary means 90 degree. Now supplementary angle means when you add both angles, you should get 180 degrees. That is called as supplementary. Example you see here I have given here 100 degree. Here I have given 80 degree. So 100 plus 80 how much? 180. When you add both you should get 180. This is called as supplementary angles. Whenever two angles are supplementary, each angle is said to be the supplement of the other. Now let us see what is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are angles with common vertex and a common side, but not interior points. Now when you see here A, B is there, C is there. See, here you have common vertex. Vertex means what? Here this point is called this one. For this also same, this is same point you have. And common sides also is a common, but interior points are not there here. So this is called as adjacent angle. Then what are the vertical angles? Vertical angles are two angles that have a common vertex whose sides form two lines. Also when the two lines cross each other, the angles created are vertically opposite and the angles are equal. See when you see this example, just you see here, now two lines are here. So here you have two angles. it is having common vertex. This is the vertex from where we have taken. So common vertex is here, and whose sides form two lines. From here we have taken from that same vertex one line, and another one also we have taken. So when two lines cross each other, angles created vertically opposite. This is opposite to this side, and so the angles are equal. Here 60 degree and 60 degree. So 60 60. It is angle is equal. So this is called as vertical angle. Now let's see what is intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are the lines that have one and only one point in common. The meeting point is called point of intersection. Suppose here you see I have given you one example. This is the intersecting point because this line also is intersecting here. This line also is intersecting here. Both has same common point here. So it will be having only one and only point in common. So this is the intersecting point. So now let's see what is transversal. A transversal is a line that passes through two lines at different points. Now suppose here I have taken one line, here I have taken one line. See, from this both lines, one more line is coming. So that is called as transversal. So here definition you see, transversal is a line that passes through two lines at different points. See here it is different point and different point. So both are not same, two are different points. So this line is called as transversal. Now let's see angles made by a transversal. Now when you do transversal, you will be having several angles you will be getting when you go for transversal. So first one is interior angles, exterior angles, corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, interior angles on the same side of the transversal, exterior angles on the same side of the transversal. See, when you go for transversal, these 7 angles you will be getting. So now this is the example I have given, and I will explain all the angles here. Here I have taken one line as L. One more line as M I have taken. This transversal I have given for both. See, now I have kept this is one angle, this is one angle, this is one angle, this is one angle. Total how many angles are here? 4 angles. And here also 1, 2, 3, 4. So here also 4 angles are there. 4 plus 4, 8 angles. So I have given names also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here I have told you interior angles. Now what are the interior angles here? When you see here, interior means what? Inside angles. Exterior means outside. Now here interior means inside angles, no? Inside you see angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6. These are called interior angles. See exterior angles. Exterior angles means what? Outside. Outside means what? Now 1, 2 is out, 7 is out, 8 is out. So angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are exterior angles. Now you see corresponding angles. What do you mean by corresponding angles? Now you see here angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding to each other. Then angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding to each other. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding to each other. Angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding to each other. So these are corresponding angles. Then let's see what is alternate interior angles. Now here we have seen alternate only interior angles we have seen. But here we are seeing alternative interior angles means alternative means what? This side and this side. Interior what? Here 3 is there, here 6 is there. So angle 3 and angle 6. Here angle 4 and angle 5. These are alternate interior angles. First we have seen interior angles 3, 4, 5, 6. But alternate interior angles means alternate means opposite. So 3 and 6, 4 and 5. Now you see alternate exterior angles you see 1 and 8, 2 and 7. So alternate exterior. So now you see interior angles on same side of the transversal. See on the same side of transversal, interior angles you see 3 and 5, 4 and 6. Next one, exterior angles on the same side of the transversal, you see 1, 7, 2, 8. So these are the angles that you find in transversal. Now let's see what is acute angle. Acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. When angle is less than 90 degrees, you call it as acute angle. When you take right angle is an angle that has 90 degrees. When you have an angle exactly 90 degrees, it is called as right angle. When angle is less than 90, what do you call? It is acute angle. Now obtuse angle. Obtuse angle is an angle that has greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. That is called obtuse angle. Now straight angle, you see. Straight angle means an angle which has 180 degree. In the straight, you will be having 180 degree. Students, as we are doing this chapter, we need geometry box. Especially you need protractor, because to see angles and all, to measure the angles, you need protractor. If you have protractor, you can measure the angles, then it will be correct. So now with this, I just completed the theory part of the lines and angles. In the next class, we can discuss the problems on that and we shall do exercises. Now here in your textbooks, I request you students to open your textbooks. See page 95. I have already told you what are complementary, what are supplementary angles and all. Here try this, they have given. You just see which pair of the following angles are complementary. They have given some exam here problems for. You just write whether it is complementary or not, that's all. Then here also try these 3 problems are there. You can just write it, you can do it as homework, students. Here you see third one, the difference in the measure of 2 complementary angles is 12. Find the measure of the angles. This problem I will tell it tomorrow, but you can do other 2 as a homework. Try this. Then I think supplementary also you can do it on page 96. First main you can do it as homework. Second also you can do. Third one no need of doing. In complementary also first 2 try this you can do. Supplementary also first 2. Third one no need. I think with this I completed the theory part. Tomorrow let us discuss the problems on these lines and angles. Okay students, thank you. If you have any doubt, you can clarify.